What's up, everybody? I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. So you all know that I'm a big believer in the goal is to be rich, not look rich philosophy, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't ever buy nice things. I'm saying make sure you can afford what you buy. If you have $100 in your account, you cannot afford a $100 pair of shoes. Remember my rule of 5. If you can't buy 5 of them, you can't afford 1 of them. So a little while ago, I'm talking to this guy from my law school, right? Let's call him George. George is a 27-year-old guy. He's bald, kind of chubby. He went to a very expensive private college to get what he calls a useless degree. He worked for a couple years after college to start paying off his student loans, and now he's getting ready to finish up law school so he can become an attorney. You got the picture? So we're talking and I asked George, what are your plans for the weekend? Right? Like a normal conversation. But for some reason, George got really excited when I asked him this. George turns towards me and he says, yo, I'm going umbrella shopping this weekend. I've been meaning to buy myself a nice umbrella and I finally have some time this weekend to go look for an umbrella. So tomorrow I'm going umbrella shopping. My man just said umbrella shopping. I don't know, maybe he doesn't get out of the house much and this is his big opportunity, or maybe he's really into umbrellas, or maybe he collects umbrellas. I don't know. I've never seen someone get this excited for an umbrella. Well, 2 weeks before this conversation, I was at Home Depot and they had this huge box of umbrellas for $4 a piece. So I tell George, hey, Home Depot's got umbrellas for less than $5. You might want to check them out. George looked at me kind of funny and was like, no, man. I'm talking about investing in a nice $400 umbrella. It's about time I bought one. What? Did you say $400 for an umbrella? And did you say investing in an umbrella? Man, hold up. I am so confused. $400? Really? George could tell I was a little shocked. I think I just stared at him with my mouth open after he told me this. What? But don't worry. George went on to explain that having a nice umbrella is a status symbol, so when people see him holding his nice umbrella, they're gonna look at him differently and it's gonna help him in his career. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the secret to success is buying an overpriced umbrella that you'll probably never even use when you have no money. If I spent that much money on an umbrella, I would not even let it get wet. I need to buy another umbrella to protect this umbrella, and knowing me, I'd probably end up leaving the umbrella in a meeting, so then the client would end up stealing it. Look, if you want to buy a nice umbrella, fine. I'm not here to judge. I'm just trying to understand why. Maybe he got a signing bonus at a new job, so I asked him, did you get a job? His answer, no, I haven't gotten a job offer yet. I'm just gonna use what's left over in my student loans to buy the umbrella. So you have no money, no income, no job, you're not trying to start a business, and you're tens of thousands of dollars in debt from student loans, and you wanna invest in a $400 umbrella. Oh, are you crazy? Oh man, there are so many things that I wanted to say, and trust me, I really wanted to, but I kept my mouth shut, which is why I'm making this video, because I had to tell somebody. We're talking about an umbrella here, something that you'll probably only use a handful of times here in Michigan, and you can buy it for a few bucks if you need one. Nobody looks at your umbrella when they're trying to decide whether or not they should hire you. We're talking about a freaking umbrella. Look, if you want to buy nice things, go ahead. It's your money. Spend it however you want. But just because you can buy something does not mean you can afford it. And I haven't even begun talking about the extra interest you're going to have to pay for financing your umbrella on credit. The problem is, for the majority of people, waiting until you can afford something is too hard or too tough because what will people think if I walk around with this cheap plastic umbrella? So they say, wait, why should I wait until I can afford it when I can just put it on my credit card? So then they spend the rest of their lives paying off things they cannot afford, plus 20% interest. You will never be able to build wealth if you always have money going out like this. You get stuck playing catch up. You make money and that money is used to pay off all the stupid things that you bought. Every single month it's the same story. You get your paycheck and then your paycheck's gone to pay for your credit card bill, your student loans, your mortgage for your really big house, your luxury car, your 4K TV, your fridge that talks to you, and the newest cell phone. If only school taught us these things, but unfortunately, that goes against what these big banks and financing companies want you to know. But wait, you just got a promotion and a big raise you've been working so hard for. But instead of living the same lifestyle so you can start saving for your emergency fund or so you can start investing in seeds, It's time to celebrate by buying a boat. And now you're in the same position where you were before. You never have a chance to get ahead. That's why the majority of people are stuck in what a lot of people call the rat race. So what should you do? If you can't afford it, don't buy it. You can't afford that $400 umbrella right now, George. What's up, everybody? If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. And do you know somebody like George? Let me know in the comments below. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, or money. So hit that subscribe button or hit this button right here, even if you're on your phone. Follow me on Snapchat and follow us on Instagram over here. And check out some of our latest videos by clicking these buttons below. And as always, keep hustling.